Welcome back to the channel, guys.
What's going on?
And girls, I should say.
What are we doing today?
Today we're doing the best of Al Bundy. Shoe store insults. Have you watched the show?
So, I love this show. I travel for work, and when I stay in hotels, I have to be in the office early. I get up and I'm getting ready to watch TV. This was, I don't know if it still is now because I haven't traveled in a while because of COVID, but it was always on TBS from probably 5 in the morning to like 7:30. So I'd be getting up and watch it as I was getting ready to go into the office or go into whatever meeting I was going to. But it's like one of those things, like what better way to start your day than Al Bundy? So I'm excited about this one. This should be good.
So I've seen some of these clips here and there because I did used to watch the show.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's gonna be some in there I haven't seen.
If you haven't seen this show, you got to go back and watch it. This is like old school comedy.
And there's no way they could even release this show now.
No, God, no. This would be
world.
This show. Maybe it's not on TBS anymore.
No,
this show
not.
had to have been canceled in this culture.
It's probably on one of those random channels you find.
Yeah, right.
Randomly down the line. It's just
Right, it's like
old shows.
after MASH.
Right, exactly.
This should be good though.
But anyway, yeah, it's the best of Bundy shoe store customers.
Yeah, buddy.
Remember me, Bundy?
No.
The one you insulted?
I'm sorry, ma'am. You'll have to be a little more specific.
You made fun of my weight. You called me a giant seal?
Well, let's see. I had 4 elephants. I had a rhino, wanted some flip-flops, had a manatee. Don't remember any seals. Can you jog my memory? You know what jog is. That's what you do when the ice cream truck is pulling out.
With this attitude, you're going to be working here for the rest of your life.
Well, take a gander into the seat next to you if you want to see what your future looks like.
Come, Penelope. Let's go someplace where they treat us with respect.
I tried the moon. You're way less than that. I demand equal time. Speaking of equal, you really ought to try something.
I think that they got all these women to do this back
I
then.
know.
I've only won them once, and they split at the sides.
Well, let me explain. See, it's just like an elevator. There's a 2-ton weight limit.
You think you're going? Aren't you open?
Sorry, ma'am, but unlike your mouth, we occasionally close. Okay, Enid, work with me here. Pull in your talons. We're almost there.
Your talents. Was it WD-40 you spraying on that?
See? I told you I was a 4.
No, ma'am. 4 is what you'll have to yell when the shoe pops off your foot.
Excuse me. But am I invisible?
Possibly from Pluto.
Come on, Arnold. We're leaving.
I want a blue.
You've already got one. Give me the shoe. Hold on.
Excuse me. Do you have any pumps in my size?
Yes, I do, but the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Shoes would not allow me to sell that.
Well, I hope you get coal in your stocking on Christmas morning.
And I hope you get slim fast. We're about to have our Christmas party here, so would you mind eggnogging on out?
Do you want us to gag you?
You're already doing that, but I would like to be blindfolded. Compete with my charm. I'm a natural-born salesman.
Excuse me.
Hey, do I come to the head shop bother you when you're working?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. You've never been Employee of the Month, have you?
That's right. But if I were you, I wouldn't be going out on any limbs.
We're trying to teach this man that his behavior towards us is unacceptable.
But a better use of time would be to teach each other the words, "No, thank you, I'm full."
Oh.
My God.
What size am I?
Oh no.
Well, I'm no expert, but from where I sit, I'd say too big for shoes.
I used to love when he would
Sure,
jump
I like
in.
this shade of blue.
tell you what I'll do then. We'll stand you in front of a mirror. I'll begin strangling you. When you reach the shade of blue that is satisfactory to you, you yell moo and I'll stop.
I want my money back. These shoes fell apart after one day, and I want to know why.
Well, you see, ma'am, this is a pliant heel with a cork fillet.
Whereas you are a giant seal with a pork fillet.
That's the one.
Be honest.
No, they make you look very fat.
Just about had enough of you.
Well, you wouldn't say that if I came with fries and a medium drink.
Oh, man.
You know medium, the size between small and you.
Oh.
I really thought this girl would look better in white.
I bet that's what her husband said on her wedding day.
Oh, man.
I nail the soles directly to your feet. It'll give you more traction when you're pulling the ice wagon.
They don't fit. And your ad said we fit every foot.
Yes, ma'am, but our problem is what we're dealing with is not what Webster meant by feet. Let's face it, girls, what we've got here are rib roasts with nails. Now, what I would suggest is surrounding your tootsies with those little brown potatoes wrapped in foil and served with dry rice.
Tiny toes, don't you think?
Oh, yes, indeed. For sausages.
He was trying so hard.
For every insult, you lose a free meal.
Oh, come on, I didn't mean it. Haven't you ever had something just slip right out of your mouth? I suppose not.
Not leaving here until you help me.
Well, I don't know what I could do that God and Deal a Meal couldn't, but I'll give it a shot. Did I tell you how pretty you look today?
No.
Good, then the blood is still reaching my brain.
It's against my belief to upset the balance of nature in any way. That's why I haven't washed my feet since I converted. I hope I haven't offended you.
Well, you've got to have lunch before you lose it.
You haven't heard the last of this. What goes around comes around.
Well, considering your orbit, looks like I have about 10 more years.
That guy's dying in the
Don't
back.
see anything I like.
You ought to be sitting on this stool.
You will be hearing from my attorney.
Is that the law offices of Hagen and Dodge?
That's so good.
So clever.
Yeah.
These shoes are too big. I'm swimming in them.
Well, that would explain the life preserver under your dress.
That's it. I'm taking my business elsewhere.
May I suggest Jenny Craig?
No. Look, you don't seem to understand me. I want something that goes with this dress.
A bubbling cauldron?
You got a lot of nerve.
I need it to get this close to your feet.
I don't understand it. I was a size 6 before aerobics class. All that jumping must have expanded my foot.
And I see you must have fallen on your butt a time or two.
How dare you say that to my face?
Well, I'd say it behind your back, but my car's only got half a tank of gas. So because you're mad at me, you're going to take it out on a perfectly innocent chair. A chair that has suffered enough already.
Oh, these feel great.
Oh.
Do they have a special gel lining?
Yes, that's the blood spurting from my severed kidney.
These are perfect for my flamenco class.
Al Bundy, I find you guilty of excessive cruelty to large women.
You should see what he's like with midgets. The proper term is little people.
Well, that's the proper term for anyone standing next to you.
I knew he was going to say it. I saw that one coming.
Hey, that's our dinner coupons, you fat cow.
No, we don't like to be called fat.
Then stay home.
Go, girl.
He's so proud of her.
I'm not going to just disappear. You'll see me again. Wherever a fat woman shoves a smelly foot in front of some poor guy's face, I'll be there. Wherever someone comes into the store and tries to exchange a pair of shoes he's been wearing for 3 months, I'll be there. Whenever kids come into the store, take off their old shoes and try to sneak out with new ones, I'll be there too. Madam, when Shamu needs a mate, you'll be there.
Oh, that was great. Oh, that was phenomenal.
Peg jumping in there.
That was one of my favorite ones.
Oh.
It's just because her coupon got ripped up.
Right.
And then the look on his face when they pan to his face. Oh.
One of my favorite parts of the show is the audience is always so rowdy.
Oh, I know.
For that.
I was going to say that when we were watching that.
Filmed in front of a live studio audience, and they were always just like going nuts for anything that he said. The harsher it was, the worse the crowd, or the better the crowd would react.
And then
loved it.
One of my favorite parts of that show too is the fact that he always is insulting Peg.
Right.
But in that moment, that might have been his proudest moment of her. The entire show.
So proud of her.
Maybe next time we'll watch more of his insults to Peg instead.
Yeah, we definitely got to do that one at some point.
Yeah, I know there's a lot out there because
you guys will like that. I promise.
I've seen a lot, but I know there's a lot that I haven't seen. There was a couple in there that I definitely have not seen before.
For sure.
But that was hilarious. But anyway, thanks for joining us, guys.
All right, guys. We'll catch you next time.
Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
Deuces.